Welcome back, everybody, to the Meeple Marathon and our half marathon to Halloween. Today, we are going to be playing ghost stories, but not just ghost stories. I have a quick unboxing before we get into the gameplay. So for right now, let's take a look at the White Moon expansion for ghost stories. This appears to add a lot of content. You can see here this includes 24 villager tiles, a shelter board, a graveyard board, 8 artifacts, 10 ghost cards, 6 incarnations of Wu Fang cards, 4 moon crystals, 1 kung fu school tile, 4 receptacle figurines, 4 corner boards, 1 portal figurine, 1 Su Ling figurine, and 1 Su Ling play aid. So I believe this adds a new monk that you can play with, kind of a 5th monk, but it's still 1 to 4 players, but it appears to add a whole lot more. Even in this, small box, it's probably a third of the height of the main box. So let's take a look inside. I'm pretty excited for this. Okay, so here are the rules. They appear to be in multiple languages. That is definitely not English. It's not English either. Interesting. So all of these appear to be in a different language. Huh. Because here's the English rules right here. And then there's another set of rules. Okay, so let's take a look here at Su Ling was a young villager who sacrificed herself long ago to allow the imprisonment of Wu Fang's ashes. She now lingers in the village to grant her protection to the inhabitants. Okay, so she's not a new person. But yeah, there's a lot going on here in this expansion. You're looking at new tiles, changes to the game, difficulty levels. This is a 12-page rule book here, so definitely something we're going to have to look into here for a second. Here we go again, all of our various, let's find the English rules. Life potion, moon dust, scroll of unity, firework, vengeful claw, armor of just. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Devourers, effects of villagers. Okay, so let's see what we got in here. This appears to be the 24 villager tiles and a token for a lot of the stuff we just saw. This appears to be just a cardboard standee, even though she appears to have, a full-fledged thing right there. And this appears to be all there is to it, but let's just take a look real quick. Let me see if I can get this open here. Okay. So we have our 24 villager tiles. They all look like this on the back side. These all have, various symbols. Here's some more villager tiles. This White Moon board. Okay, these are different. This is like one big piece right here. Then this would appear to be a new tile to go into the game. And then this. Not sure what this is. Or these. Okay, so there's the cardboard that's involved in the game. And we have a new set of cards were-rat. So let's take a look at these real quick. Okay, so we've got a were-rat, vermin lord, you know, lots of, you know, basically 2s and 3s of every color. Silver fangs, he's pretty intense. Ooh, voracious, gatekeeper, howling, Odine, root master, shapeshifter, and timekeeper. So here are the Wu Fangs: timekeeper, shapeshifter, root master, and howling. Oh no, there's more. 6, gatekeeper, and voracious. Okay, so some more cards. Let's take a look at what's in here. So we've got what appears to be a gate of some sort. Now we've got 4 of these. They are almost like, I don't know, pillars, I guess, fonts. Look like bird baths, little mini bird baths. And then here is the spirit that can garner assistance. This is nice though. This is nicer, you know, this is firmer than the regular monks that come in the game, in the base game. And then there's a whole bunch of these clear crystals, which I am assuming, you know, probably like the wild symbols or something like that. So, all right, so there appeared to be a lot going on here, but I guess not. We've got our product catalog. Repos, and that appears to be it. It's a pretty thin box. So what I'm going to do now is review the rules for including the White Moon expansion, and then we are going to play a game of Ghost Stories, including the White Moon expansion, as part of our marathon to Halloween. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I have everything set up with all of the White Moon expansion material. I don't know whether these are considered modules, whether or not you can, you know, play with, say, just the villagers and not like Sung Lee or whatever her name is. But I've added it all in. And I just want to briefly cover how these new additions play. I'm not going to cover the basic rules of the game because I've already done that in a previous video, and I'll kind of talk through them as we actually begin the playthrough. But essentially what you have, the main component of this expansion are these villagers. Now these villagers are located, huddled up in the locations of the village, and you can see they're all around the outside here. And this white gate thing is a portal that will rescue them from this village that's in the middle of being haunted. So, as a monk, you can move from, say, this location to this location. You can take the top villager with you and add them and begin a stack here in the middle. There's nobody in the middle, and that's because there is a limit to how many villagers can be in a stack in any one location, and that is 3. Currently, there is 3 in every stack along the outside, so the only place for anybody to move here at the beginning is into the middle. That is a free action that goes along with movement. So say you moved this person in, you could then say move this person over to here. Once you have moved the top person, you can reveal the next villager in line. The rules didn't specify whether you had to flip over someone if you then moved a villager on top. But it did say that technically only the top villager should be visible, but if I've already seen it, I know it's there. So I'm not going to bother with flipping things back over. So essentially you want to get them into the middle where this gate is, and I believe technically you could play with this gate being anywhere along the board. They just recommend for your first game to place it in the middle. But then once the villager is in the middle, you can use an action instead of an exorcism or the location action, you can, sorry, you can rescue the villagers, send them through the portal, and that's where this board comes in. This is essentially the rescued villagers board, and this, the whole purpose of this is that it's going to tell you, okay, these guys at the top, they are single person families. They, live by themselves. So once you rescued an entire family, you gain the bonus. And so I would gain these artifacts listed here. But these people all have 2 people in their families. I have to rescue both of them in order to gain the bonus. And these guys down here have 3 people in their family. So, the rewards get greater and greater as you rescue the entire family. So that's what that board is off to the side here. This board is the opposite. This is our graveyard board. And if a villager is, defeated by a ghost, they will go on here. And if we ever reach 12 total, there's 24. So if half of the villagers get eaten alive, then we've lost the game. There is a way, however, and it just so happens that, randomly drawn, our graveyard tile was the one in the middle, and that's where our gate is. Used to be that you could use the graveyard tile to bring a Taoist back from death. Now you can also use it to bring a villager back. So there are ways to bring villagers back from the graveyard here. Once they're over here onto the rescued board, there's no reason to mess with them. So like I just mentioned, every time you save an entire family, you gain the reward of that family. So the Hua family gain the sword, which is represented by this token over here. And you can see that on the backside, it tells you what the bonus is for this particular sword. This is one of the best ones, I in my opinion. Prior to rolling your dice, and I think it actually goes this way. No? Okay, well, I feel like these are backwards. But, yeah. From the instruction manual, you basically get to place a die on whatever side you want. They say the white side, but the white side is technically a wild side. So you can technically place a die prior to rolling. So if you're rolling 3 dice, you can take this one, place it on the white, which becomes a wild, and then you just roll 2. So it's like a guaranteed success of whatever you want. But if a villager is defeated, you have to accept the penalty immediately on an individual basis. It's not if an entire family is defeated, it's an individual villager. So you can see here that there's a new action. This knockover action would actually take whichever monk is the active monk would actually get knocked down. This was not seen in the base game, but essentially you have to spend your movement action, which everybody gets a movement action on their turn, to stand back up. You can still perform an exorcism or a village action, but you are stuck on the space. And some of these, though, are really bad. For example, the Wu clan here, there's 2 of them. If either of these die, you're actually going to bring out a red monster card, Carnation of Wu Fang, from the box. So this is an additional Wu Fang card, and add it to the board, placing it on the board somewhere as a monster. And as you may know from the base game, those are the worst cards. Those are the hardest ones, and normally they're at the very end. You normally survive through a whole stack of monster cards in order to reach the end, and then you take on the incarnations of Wu Fang. So bringing Wu Fang out early on could be devastating. So there are certain villagers who you definitely want to focus on rescuing first, like, for example, the Wu clan. These guys, you can see here, their penalty is that you would remove a yellow token from the game entirely. So there is a finite number of tokens, and if they are all out amongst the monks and you are granted one, you don't get it. You simply miss out on that reward. So to remove, say, a yellow, red, or whatever color token completely from the game can, again, be devastating down the road. And I will point out that, say, Tang here is defeated. So he would go over here on the graveyard. We would remove a yellow token completely from the game. It would go back in the box. Say we spend the necessary actions to gain him back, and he's brought back to the graveyard. And then for some reason, before we can rescue him, he is defeated again, a second time. We lose a second yellow token from the game. So that is another strategy to consider. If you're going to rescue somebody, you better make sure you can save them pretty quickly, because if they get defeated again, their defeat action happens, a second time. So there is this, risk reward balance with the villagers, and it just adds a little bit of complexity to the game, but I feel like their rewards for saving them can really help you in the end game, in the long term. So they are worth rescuing, but you cannot rescue them at the risk of ignoring the ghosts. The second part of this expansion is this Sung Lee spirit, or whatever you want to call her, this white token. So the first time that anything, a negative effect happens, and that is rolling a curse die, if a tile is haunted, if a villager is defeated, there's a list in the instructions, but essentially the first time anything bad happens, Sung Lee is brought out onto the board, and whoever the active player is at the end of their turn is going to get to place Sung Lee. Technically, this cardboard standee is here simply for you to take as soon as a negative thing happens. So you would put it in front of you, and this is like a reminder to place Sung Lee at the end of your turn. I don't know whether I'm going to be using this or not, but that's what that's for. So what Sung Lee does is she simply goes onto an empty haunting space, and she blocks whatever ghost is in this space. So you can see she does not go like on a village tile, so she cannot affect two ghosts if she's in the corner. You have to pick a haunting space, and effectively she's blocking that ghost from doing anything. She's blocking that middle action, which we know, from previous things, like this would be the action that would move the haunting figure up. So whatever this, when the ghost first comes in, we do this left action. This middle action is what happens every time they are activated, when it's that color board's turn, and then this right action is your reward. So if this person were here and this haunting figure was right there, that haunting figure would not move when the red board activated until she moves. And she pretty much stays there until another negative event happens, and then the active player has the option to move her or leave her there. Again, you're supposed to give them that little cardboard standee to remind you that you have that option. But so essentially, once the first bad thing has happened, she is a protector for the rest of the game, one ghost at a time. She also brings with her these collection fonts and these clear crystals. Now you can use these clear crystals as like wild tokens if you need to, but you can also, if you happen to be in one of these corner spaces here, and I believe you have to perform an exorcism, I'll double check on that here in a second, you can place your crystal. You've had to have acquired a crystal, and you can see, for example, here on this monster card, this symbol would gain you a crystal for defeating the Naga Queen. I'm gonna leave that right there for a second. So if you had a crystal and then you are in this corner and you meet the criteria, you can place your crystal on this font here. Once there is a crystal in all 4 locations at the end of that turn where it is placed, you get to perform a mystic barrier kind of special turn that happens in between your turns. And essentially what that means is everybody going around the board is going to get like a bonus action of attempting an exorcism or doing a few other things And you can use up the tokens if you want to gain additional wilds. But essentially, it can be a very powerful, like this kind of mid-game pause the monsters, pause the regular action. Everybody around the board simply going to get an attempt to kind of clear things out. So it's a great way to come back if things are getting hairy. If you can complete a Mystic Barrier phase. And where I saw one person, so Zhao here, who is one of the 3 person families, the mother here, you can see if she is defeated, you actually have to lose a key token. But if you protect your whole family, you actually get to, that's the Mystic Barrier symbol, you actually get to take a Mystic Barrier round or turn, even if you don't have all these filled up with white crystals. So that's just basically a very powerful turn, but you kind of have to build up to it. You kind of have to sacrifice your wild tokens if you have it to place here until all the rest are filled up. But when you do, this amazing turn gets to happen. That's pretty much everything. Like I said, there are these tokens over here that you can gain for rescuing family members. They give you bonus actions to take on your turn. They're all beneficial. The last thing is that there are some monsters added to the game, and they have this new symbol here. This is the Devourer symbol, where if, say, this, monster is on the red space and the red space activates, it does not get a hunting figure. It simply devours the first villager in line. So in this case, it would devour the Wu mother, and we would have to bring out a Wu Fang incarnation. So, but if, say, our little protector is here, she would block that devour action from happening. There is one monster somewhere in the deck that we might see that actually the devourer symbol is over here on the left, which means as soon as they come in, they're going to eat a villager up. So just know that that's coming. And essentially, that's it. It seems like a lot. There is a lot of content that was included in that small little expansion, but it's very straightforward. It's essentially the villagers and adding this additional stress of rescuing the villagers, but also gaining the benefits of rescuing them, and this kind of barrier protection mode, which is all beneficial. So I feel like the difficulty was definitely ramped up a little bit with the stress of rescuing the villagers and the stress of them having negative effects if they're killed. But the fact that rescuing them gains you awesome bonuses, and this protection kind of balances it out. So again, I have not played with this expansion. You guys are going to witness my first playthrough, so mistakes may be made. And that's fine. Please feel free to point them out in the comment section below. But yeah, let's go ahead, and I've got a few more setup things to take care of here, and then we're going to go ahead and get started with a playthrough of Ghost Stories with the White Moon expansion. Okay, so we are going to go ahead and get started. To my knowledge, I can start with any player color, so we'll just start with green because that's in front of me. We'll start off by drawing our first ghost card. Okay, yellow, Walking Corpse. Let's see here. Where do I want to be? What does that symbol mean? Circle of Prayer, Tao tokens, Buddhas, and the Sorcerer are still effective. Tao dice have no effect on this ghost. Okay, so what we're going to do here is place this one. Oh man, it's got to go in yellow, so I guess I'll place it in the corner. All right, so rolling my dice would be useless at this point. So if I were to come here, I'd lose a key point to just get rid of it. So what I'm actually going to do is take my person, move him up to here, and use the Circle of Prayer to place a yellow token right here. So now this ghost is effectively, useless. I just need to get somebody over there now to attack him. So, all right, that was my green player's turn. We move to red. Nobody's there to activate. Let's draw a card. And another yellow player. So, question is, do we want to move here? Red player's abilities are that they can... yeah, I guess we'll go right here. We will move then over here into the corner. And we will go ahead and attempt on this yellow guy an exorcism because he's reduced by 1. So I just need 1 yellow. All right, and I didn't get it because that is red and that is yellow. These colors could have been better. All right. And ideally, I want the green player to take care of that, but before the green player comes back around, I'm going to have to deal with that guy. So, okay, neither one of these ghosts really does anything, so it's not of huge import to take care of them. Okay, blue player, nobody's on his board, so we draw another yellow. All right, this symbol, what does this symbol mean? Add another ghost, and the yellow player, as long as this ghost is not defeated, the power of the board where the ghost card has been placed cannot be used. Okay. All right. And this other one brings a ghost into play. Okay, so I have to place that there. My yellow gift is blocked. So I'll do that. And let's see, I really want to take care of that thing now. So I have to bring another ghost into play. All right, so blue. This is the haunting one. So I'm actually going to place that one right here. Okay, so the blue player has the ability to use the village action and do an exorcism. That guy is not going to activate until we've come full circle around on him again. So the blue player can actually move right here. He gets to roll 2 dice. And I'm going to gain a white crystal here. Put this over here on his board. And a yellow token, which can come in handy later. And then I can conduct an exorcism. It doesn't really matter what I roll here, even though I rolled 2 yellows. I can remove this ghost because of the Circle of Prayer. So that ghost is done. It didn't have any rewards. This gets removed. So now when the yellow player activates, which is right now, he actually will get to use his ability, which is to gain a Tao token of choice. I am going to claim a blue one. There's nobody on here that needs to activate. So, do I want to claim a blue one? Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. So no haunting abilities, nothing like that. And we gained a green one, which is what I was concerned about. I almost grabbed a green token here. And that's not good. So, let's see here. What do I want to do? I can come here to this village space and make use of, or you know what I think I'm going to do? Because technically if I come here and exorcise this ghost, I have to roll the curse die. Rolling of the curse die, this shouldn't be out yet, will allow me to bring her out. Then I can place her here and block this guy from devouring. So I think that's what we're going to do here. Okay, so yellow's going to move up to here. I can now attempt Exorcism on both of these. In the corner. Nope. 2 blacks and a red. So I don't have what's necessary to block that one, but I can spend my token that I started the game with to exorcise this guy. I now have to roll the cursed die. All right, which means bring a ghost into play. And it is a black ghost, so it goes onto my card. I can put it right there. I have to lose a key token because of it. And a Haunted figure goes on it. Okay, so essentially that's the end of my turn. I now can place this figurine here. So now when this guy activates, he's not going to devour everybody. Okay, good. All right, so green player. This guy would activate, but he's being blocked. So we bring in another ghost, and it is a red card with a Haunter. Okay, so effectively this guy is neutralized. So I'm going to put this here. This gets a haunting figure on it. It's going to take 3 red, which could be tough. Oh, and I can't move. I'm stuck way over here. So, yeah, that one's going to activate on me. Red will be able to make it over there. So, what village tile do I want to make use of? Actually, let's go over here. Now, since we're all in this space, I can gain the blue token from the yellow player, or the blue token, no, the red token from the red player. So that I can share tokens with other people in my space. So I'm going to attempt to exercise that blue ghost. I get a 4th die now. So I just need 1 blue result, essentially. Okay, so there's my blue result that I need, along with sharing the blue token with the yellow player. And this ghost has been dealt with. All right. Now let's move on to the red player. Unfortunately, this is going to activate. It's going to advance, but that's it. Hasn't haunted the tile yet. And then we put another red one out. All right, I'm gonna put that one in the middle. Now, basically the red player can get to anywhere on the board. I could come here and use Kung Fu School action and attempt to take out both of these guys. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, I think so. Because if I come here, I can only attack that guy. Okay. So, Kung Fu School allows me to take on everybody of my color. I just happen to be red and happen to be over here. I could also decide to do black across the board, but I want to do red. So, okay. Good. All right, so I've got 2 reds. I will spend my token to get rid of this guy. I don't have enough tokens to get rid of that guy. If I had rolled 3 reds, I could have used my token on that guy, but that's fine. My focus was this one. That would have just been a bonus. So that goes back in the box, and the red player's done. Okay, so blue player doesn't have anybody. It's got lots of tokens. So this is going to come up here. I'm going to put this one in the middle, and there we go. So who does blue want to deal with? Blue wants to deal with this guy right here. So he can also move 1. He's got a white crystal. So I can use a white crystal as essentially the same thing as having a black Tao token, But if at the end here, since I'm in a corner spot, if I don't use it, I can place it here and begin to build up my Mystic Barrier. So what do we want to do? I don't have any other... Oh, but I can take the village action, so I can claim this, which I can place out next turn. All right, I will go ahead and simply attempt to exorcise this black guy. No. Okay, so did not even get a single one, so my white crystal token isn't doing any good. So I think I will take it and place it here. On the Mystic Barrier. Okay. Yeah. Now, I believe, I missed this. I'm going to retroactively go back. I believe, no, wait. See, when I moved with the red player here, could I have dropped him off in the middle? Clarification. Dance of the Peaks powers of the red Teos can be used to move a single villager 2 tiles or to go back and forth to bring a villager to the starting tile. Dance of the Winds power of the red Teos and the Pavilion of Heavenly Winds tile allowed to move the Teos to bring a villager with it. Moving a villager during can be used to move a single villager 2 tiles or go back. But can I move it and drop it off? Let's check the FAQs here. All right, it doesn't say. The Dance of the Peaks power of the red Teos can be used to move a single villager 2 tiles or to go back and forth to bring a villager to the starting tile. A villager will move with a Teos, which means that the villager is on the Teos tile before the Teos movement and on the same tile as the Teos after the latter's movement. Okay, so it would have had to come with me all the way to here. I've been focused on the ghosts and completely ignoring the villagers. So, what did I do? I attempted to do it with the blue player, and so now it's the yellow player's turn. This guy is going to activate, and that's it. So, the yellow player starts his turn. He could take a black token. Or he could just rescue a villager. Nobody else is really pressing except for this guy right here. And maybe the green guy might be able to take him out. So let us go ahead and move with this guy here. The yellow player is going to move this guy into the center. That means I can flip this one over. And I will spend my action to rescue this one. So Zhao goes over here, and I forgot to take my token. I will take, what am I going to want to do on my next blue turn? Do I want to make sure I have a black token handy? Or a green token maybe? No, let's take a black token. Okay. All right, so that's the yellow player's turn. Move on to green. This guy would activate, but she's protecting. Did I draw a card for yellow? I don't think I did. No, so this is for yellow. Okay. So this guy would have come down. He would have gained a hunter. All right, so now green activates, and this would go here. Okay. So now green needs to draw a ghost card, and it's another green one, and I can't remember which one of these are from the new expansion yet, but Okay, lots of green. Lots and lots of green. So, what does the green player need to do? Gosh. I mean, essentially, the green player does need to head this direction to take care of some of this stuff on his next turn. But he won't be able to make it. What to do, what to do. I could go ahead and rescue Long, gain a life token. I can't get here. Too many of my guys are stuck over there. So, what to do, what to do, what to do. Now, I believe when the Haunter gets here, it's going to scare this villager into there. So that may actually be helpful. Let me refresh on the rules on that. Okay, so rules correction here. Back here, when this guy advanced at the beginning of the yellow player's turn, I should have attempted to flee Mother Zhao. But Mother Zhao can't go here because that's full. So Mother Zhao actually was defeated, and my yellow player would have lost a key token. Now we're going to have to rescue Mother Zhao in order to gain that ability. What that means, though, is that she could have rescued Granny Long. So Granny Long would have been rescued, essentially bringing up Father Li. Since Granny Long's the only one, she would gain this. And let me just double check what this is getting me. During his Yang phase, the player may discard the life potion so that any Teos can gain 1 key point from the reserve. You can also bring a Teos back to life. So I'll definitely hold on to that. We'll just put this, I'll just hold it in front of me. Okay. That also means, however, that when this one advanced just now, Mother Hua gets pushed into here. Okay. My goodness, lots going on here. So I need to focus on rescuing some villagers here. All right. And I need to get rid of these Haunters. So, what does the green player want to do? Does the green player want to move Father Li so he doesn't get busted up? Man, this is tough. Okay. I think what I'm going to do is move into here and spend my action to rescue the Huan Mother. All right. Man. Decisions, decisions, decisions. Okay, and that's my action. All right, so red player. Nobody's there to activate. And we're going to drop a blue one down. We'll definitely put you there. Put a Haunter there. Okay. So, what does the red player want to do? I think the red player needs to jump back over here and take on that action. But also, this really needs to be addressed. Goodness gracious. I don't know if I have what it takes to take this guy out in one foul swoop. Okay, so if I can jump over here and address, yeah, these two guys, I could be in a load of trouble if I can't clear that black one, though. Because I was considering taking her with me. Because this guy, if I focus on this guy next with the blue with the yellow player, I could take a green token. I can attempt to go after this guy before he haunts up the board. This guy is definitely going to make this person flee. But I'm risking bringing this person who's got probably the worst curse ability, and placing her over here, right where this guy would go. Black's going to get to go at it, so black's going to get a turn. My goodness. These are such tough decisions. All right. We're going to risk it. Okay, so the red Taoist jumped over here and brought Wu Mother with her. Now she is attempting to exorcise both of these guys. All right. Okay, so good. These two can count as blacks, and I can use the blue token of the blue guy over here, and so I'm actually taking out both of these guys. Okay, so this one allows me to gain a key token or my yin yang symbol back, which I have not used yet, so I get a key token. All right, that worked out pretty well. Okay, so now it's the blue player's turn. That guy doesn't activate. We bring in a card. Ooh, man, this girl is nasty. Okay, so she's going to capture a die, and we can't use the die. Okay. I can put her anywhere, so I'm going to put her right there. Oh, man. Okay. Oh, this should be flipped over. All right, so the blue player could stay put. And try and take on that character. That character is taking a die. And I would need a token to do it. So otherwise, she's not really hurting anything. She's just capturing that die, which is going to make life down here more difficult. So could rescue Woo Mother. I might do that, actually. Because this is going to... I can move into here. And rescue Woo Mother. So she's no longer an issue. And I can spend 2 life points to bring Zao Mother back, and she goes on this tile right here. Okay. I can do that because I'm the blue player, so I'm essentially using the tile action and was taking a normal action. All right. So now it's the yellow player's turn. The yellow player brings out a green card. This doesn't work, so I get to choose where this is going to go. I want the red player's action. I want the blue player's action. I'm about to get that action, and I need that action, so I can't put it on my space. So yeah, let's put it over here. And we have to cover up this for right now. And we have to bring out another ghost, which is a nasty yellow sucker. We're going to put you in the middle right there. Oh, I forgot to place my Buddha out as my blue player. Oh, but I'm in the middle. I don't think I can place it out if I'm in the middle. Okay. All right, so the yellow player's done. I'm gaining a green token as my Taoist action, and then I'm going to move down here and do my best to take out this guy. I don't know if it's going to happen. Unfortunately, I got close, but not close enough. I basically needed to roll all of these or a white. I only have one of these to spend, so I missed on exorcising this guy. So, what's going to happen now is blue is going to go. Green player is going to go. This guy is going to haunt the tile. These guys both get killed. Ooh, and one of them was the Hua. This tile is now haunted. And this is the tile that can bring a tile back from being haunted. Okay. This one advances, which will push Hua's son up to there, which we can do now because we made the room for it. And that's it. Okay, so green player now needs to deal with some stuff. What do we want to do as the green player? Oh, and I need to remove a black token permanently from the game. Put it over here. And the yellow player is knocked down. Okay. All right. So the green player does not have a black token. But what I can do is move up here and exchange that out. That seems to be the best course of action at this point. Yeah. Did I draw a ghost card? No. I need to draw a ghost card. It's blue. It's going to go right here. Nothing really happens with it. Okay, so I'm going to move here, and I'm going to change this out to be black. And that's my turn. Okay. So now the red player goes. None of those have anything. We draw a card. It needs to go right there. So this comes out. This simply means that we cannot draw I'm going to put it right over here by my can't draw Teo tokens. Okay, so good thing I've got black out. All right, so now it's the red player's turn. The red player cannot move 2, unfortunately, which would have been handy because I would have hopped over here and attacked all the black players. So I don't think the blue player is going to move because I want that die back. So we're simply going to attempt an exorcism. I got what I needed. I didn't really need anything. I get the die back. This goes away, and the red player now gets to claim a token of her choice. So we are going to take... Thought there was at least one more black one in here. Yes. Yeah. We're going to take that. No, I can't gain tokens. Man. Okay. So the benefit of that one is lost. All right. That's the red player's turn. Moving on to the yellow player now. The yellow player, neither of these guys does anything. We draw a card. It is a yellow card. Ooh, and that's another Devour symbol. Okay, so the yellow player has to spend their movement to stand up. They don't have anything else they can do other than attempt an exorcism here. All right, and again, oh, but no, I should be able to have taken a green token prior to, where is it? Prior to the start of my turn, and I got what I needed in order to exercise this card. No reward. It's just cleared. Okay. All right. Green player now. Oh, but nobody addressed this guy. How did I miss that? Yeah, the green player needed to have come up. That's what his job was supposed to be. Okay. All right. Completely missed that. This guy is going to come here. These two guys are now defeated, which means I need to lose a key and bring out another ghost. So this guy goes here. He brings out another ghost. This guy can go anywhere, and he's going to haunt the tile instantly. And there's only one place for him to go. This is getting out of control very fast. All right, so this guy is defeated. He removes a ghost from the bottom of the deck, which just means I have less time to defeat Wu Fang at the end of the game. This tile is now haunted. Good gracious. And I still need to address Sun bringing out a token, so... no. Yeah, I have nowhere else to go with it, so I lose another key. That's what happens. Okay. Because I have no place to put it. Right? Right. I think that's correct. Okay, so we just have a big old mess here now. All right. It's the green player's turn. This one's haunted. Oh, so that's it. I just lost the game. Because this one got haunted. So what I should have done if I had been paying attention is spent my yin yang to flip this back over on my yellow player's turn. So we're going to do that, and we're going to keep playing. Okay. This guy goes back. All right, so the green player at this point needs to get rid of some stuff. All right, so we're going to go over here, and I'm going to make use of this tile's action and go after black. Yeah. So Rolling all of these dice. Remember, I have one already that can count towards everybody. So I really just need 2 black in order to get rid of these 2 guys, which are the important ones right now. And there's 2 black and a third. So I technically have 3 black, which means I could get rid of that guy, but that guy's not really hurting me at all. He's already hurt me. So I got my 2 black, boom and boom. Here I can gain a key token, or is that anybody's yin yang token back or just me? I think it's just me. So gain a key token back, and this one, I have to roll the dice, but I don't because I'm the green player, and I can gain another key token back or my yin yang token. And you know what I should have done is also spent my yin yang token to get back, say, the Buddha tile. And now I can get it back. So a little retroactive play there, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so that was pretty good. And this now goes away. I can gain tokens again. All right, so that was a pretty decent play. I feel like, whew, we survived there. I've addressed everybody over here. And let's see. What do we want to do? Save that. Can I use that to bring a villager back to life? May bring a killed villager back to life into the game under the same conditions. On the graveyard tile. Okay. So that's handy. What does this one gain me? That's a twofer. Wu, Sun, Huao, Li. I don't have any of the Li's. Zhao. Zhao is close, so that might be helpful in the future to bring Zhao back. Meow. Meow. Okay. All right, so that was the green player's turn. Now we're on to the red player. Nobody here is going to do anything. So we get to draw a card. And it's black. Black has to go right here. It is going to place a Haunter right here, which I believe means, hold on, fleeing. The movement of a haunting figurine from the card to the board causes a figure to flee. This affects the villager at the top of the first stack in front of the haunted ghost. This can therefore be the first, second, or even third village tile in front of the ghost. Okay, so unfortunately this guy is going to flee, but he has nowhere to go. And so that curse, what does that curse do? I believe it kills another villager. Curse. A villager of the player's choice from among those visible is killed. Okay, so let me flip this over. I have to kill somebody. So the worst person would be probably Lee daughter here. This is going to remove a ghost from the bottom. And this one's now flipped. Okay. All right. So that card's been addressed. Now, what does the red player want to do? This can come back here. I can't move twice again. Blue's up next. Blue's not going to do anything. Yellow is right here, though. And that yellow guy could be pretty nasty. But there's really not much I can do for him. I could roll 3 dice and attempt to roll perfectly. I've got nobody to take with me if I move, take a movement. All right, I guess we got to go for it here. I really have nowhere else to go, nowhere to move to that would be handy. I mean, I could move into the middle and rescue Zal, the mother, just to get her out of harm's way. Maybe we'll do that, because the odds of me rolling perfectly here are pretty slim. And the blue player has at least a token. So I think that's what the blue player is going to do. So yeah, we're going to do that. Spend our action to rescue the Zal mother. Oops, knocked over the gate. And that's our turn. Okay, blue player. Nobody's really doing anything for the blue player. We draw this. And the only place for it to go is right there. No, wait. I'm sorry. My board is full. So I take a damage. Yeah, I take a hit. We don't add more cards. So I may have misplayed that earlier. I just remembered that. All right. So the blue player is going to go over here. And now he's going to attempt, he can gain this second Buddha. And he's going to attempt to exorcise either one of these. If he rolls 3 blacks, I guess he could do it. Okay, well, not what I was looking for. But that's essentially 3 blacks. Plus this is going to allow me to do that. And I'm going to get to gain one of my key tokens back. Yeah. Okay. So not the result I was looking for, but at least it was something. I'm then going to spend my Buddha and put him right there. All right. Yellow player. Now, let me be reminded. Ghost with the Devour ability kills a villager. The villager at the top of the first stack on the tiles in front of him. If no villagers are to be found on the 3 tiles in front of the ghost, the players must choose any other. Okay. So Chang here is getting devoured. We are at 8 out of 12. She is taking a red token with her to the grave. And this gets flipped. Ooh, there's the other woo. So we need to get him out of there. All right. Nobody else does anything. So the yellow player does not draw, takes a hit. And now the yellow player has to decide what they're going to do. What token do I want to take? I could move here and attempt to go after this guy to protect Hua, because Hua would be killed if I don't. I technically also have a black one, so yeah, we'll do that. I'll move there, and we'll attempt an exorcism here, so I will take a green token. I'm looking for greens and whites now at this point. Okay, greens and blues, not helpful. So essentially that roll was an entire bust, because I needed at least 1 black to take care of this guy, or 2 greens to take care of this guy. I didn't get either. So the yellow player's was a bust. Okay. So the green player is going to now activate. This guy moves forward, which flees this guy. He's got nowhere to go. So he is killed, essentially knocking down the green player. Yeah. This guy doesn't do anything. I do have an open space, so I draw a card. It is red. There is no place for red to be, so I can pop it down right there. I use up the Buddha. And now it's my turn. So now I have to spend my movement to stand up. And at this point, I have nothing else to do other than... yeah, use this space, because I really don't want to waste my turn on that. The question is, do I want to go after black instead? Yeah, let's do that. So first, I'm going to spend my yin-yang token to flip this tile back over. Then I'm going to go after black. There's only that one black, but that's fine, because it's about to haunt. That's more important. Okay, yeah, we're doing the right thing here. I need 2 black symbols here. Okay, so there I got it. Plenty enough, or that's just exactly enough. I can gain my yin-yang token back, and this guy is no longer a menace. Okay. All right. Okay. So red player now. These guys don't do anything. Red player draws this. That goes over here. Okay, so the blue player's board is now covered up. That's a bummer. All right. What does the red player want to do? The red player doesn't have any Tao tokens to help with. Nobody really bad is going to activate. I could move over here and we could have 2 shots at that guy. So that might be worth it. Yeah. Let's move over here and we will attempt an exorcism of this guy who's been devouring people or going to devour people. Unfortunately, I only rolled 1 yellow. The blue player has a yellow token I could have borrowed, but I needed 3. So a miss for me. Blue player, nothing really activates. My board is full, so I use up a key token. And I'm going to take a Buddha here and attempt an exorcism in the corner here. Again, looking for 2 yellows, hopefully. Nada. Nada, nada, nada. I can't even get rid of my own player right there. Oh, and I can't take the Buddha because my ability's covered. So I can't place that Buddha out. And you know what, folks? You know what's about to happen here is yellow's going to activate. This guy's going to devour the next person in line. And so Wu Fang card is about to come out. Here's my Wu Fang deck. We'll give it a shuffle. And we've got, the Nameless. Okay. I'm going to have to look up to see what this means. Circle of Prayer does not count or loses a token. We discard the token off the Circle of Prayer. No white dice can be used against him. And we have to place this guy out somewhere. So, what do we want to do? I'm going to put you over here. All right. Okay. So that was bad. All right. Man, these villagers are tough. This game was tough enough as it is. This was like the must-have expansion for this game. Maybe I just haven't focused on the villagers enough. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so we did that. Now there's no place for these guys to go. So that's technically my last life point. But I also have the health token, so I'm going to use that to come back. And so now the yellow player is way over here. We are going to take another green token as our action and attempt to exercise in this corner. Okay. So I've got what I needed. I only need to use up one of these tokens. I'm getting rid of this guy. This guy is going to stay put because because I don't have a red. I could have turned this into, no, the whites don't count. Yeah, against that guy. Okay, so that was the yellow player's turn. Now, finally, the green player is going to get to activate, and nothing happens. We draw this. That's full, so now I get to choose. Yeah, it's got to go over here. So do I put it here? Yeah, let's put it here. Okay, my thing is covered now. But I'm going to move. Is that what we want to do? Wait, I'm right here. I can't get over to there. I could move Sun in and start rescuing people. Or I could move down here and attempt to get rid of this guy. Otherwise, he's not really hurting me. But again, the board's filling up really fast. Red and blue are going to get a turn over there. I could move up here, yeah, and take this guy out. So let's do that. So the red player can get their power back. Okay, so I will attempt an exorcism right here. And 2 blues and a yellow and a white. So that's actually perfect. This guy's gone. This guy's gone. I don't need to roll that because I am the green player. Oh no, I do have to roll it because my thing is covered up. All right. And we have to haunt a tile. So let's haunt this one. Okay. All right. But that wasn't so bad. The red player now gets their power back. All right. And now it is the red player's turn. So these guys don't do anything. I'm just going to go ahead and spend these to keep my tiles unhaunted. Do that like that. And now the red player we need to continue addressing over here, I guess. I don't think it's worth it for me to move unless I want to move here and make this a yellow. Maybe that's what we'll do. Yeah, let's move here. I'm going to exchange this for a yellow. That's all we can do. All right. Oh, technically that should have been gone anyways. So, okay. No dice rolling. All right, blue player is activating. None of those guys activate. He does have an open spot, and it is a black. So it's going to steal a die. Oh, man. And bring out another ghost card. All right, and this one is, let's see here. Brings in a haunter to this spot. And that's going to flee this guy. So I'm 1 away from dying here, ladies and gentlemen. Steals a blue token. Oh boy. So I need to address this yellow one now, or else the game is over. So yeah. I need to roll at least 1 yellow here, or a white. And I didn't do it. I can address this one, which I believe means that this is immediately cleared, and now I can use my action to gain this, and I could technically turn around and put my other one right there. But what is about to happen, ladies and gentlemen, is that we move on to yellow. Yellow, this guy will activate. He will devour Tang here, and Tang will be our 12th villager. So there you have it. An already difficult game, in my opinion, was made more difficult by adding the villagers. Maybe there is a better strategy I could have taken on, focusing on rescuing villagers right off the bat, and not trying to exorcise ghosts. Probably would have been a better strategy. If you feel like I should have played this more differently, please feel free to leave your suggestions in the comments section below. But otherwise, unfortunately, that is probably one of my quicker games of ghost stories. That was pretty punishing. So if you enjoyed this video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. And if you want to be part of the remainder of our half marathon to Halloween, please consider subscribing to the channel. Once again, thanks for watching. Have a great day.